On the weight you carry gladly. There is a particular hour in the morning, just before the house fills with its usual noise, when you can feel the weight of everything you love pressing gently against your chest. Not crushing you, holding you. I have come to believe this is the most honest feeling a person can have. You carry so much, my friend. I know this. But I want to speak with you today not about the burdens you should set down, but about the ones worth keeping. Because not all weight is punishment. Some of it is the price of a life well chosen, and it is a price worth paying gladly. Watch someone carry a child on their shoulders. The child is heavy, the road is long. And yet, have you ever seen such a person ask to be relieved? Their arms ache, their back protests, and still they walk with something close to joy. The weight is not separate from the happiness. It is the happiness made physical. This is the secret that complaint so often obscures. The heaviest things in your life may also be the most precious. Your responsibility to those you love, your commitment to work that matters, the promise you made to yourself long ago to live with integrity even when no one is watching. These are not light things. They should not be. I think we have confused comfort with goodness. We speak of shedding burdens as though emptiness were the goal, as though the lightest life were the best one. But consider the tree. It does not wish away its fruit to spare itself the effort of bearing it. The branches bend, yes. They do not break. And the bending is what makes the tree beautiful. You too are more beautiful for what you carry, so long as you have chosen it honestly. Here is where discernment matters, and where I would have you pause. Because there is weight that nourishes and weight that only exhausts. And the difference is not always obvious from the outside. Resentment is heavy. So is love. Guilt is heavy. So is devotion. The question is never simply, does this burden me? But rather, does this burden make me more of who I wish to be? A loaf of bread is heavy in the hand. So is a stone. One feeds you, the other merely tires the arm. You must learn, with practice and with honesty, to tell the difference. I suspect you already know which is which in your own life. Most of us do. We simply prefer not to admit it, because setting down the wrong weight means acknowledging we carried it far too long. And yes, some weight must be released. I would not have you stagger under everything that has ever been placed upon your shoulders. The grudge you still nurse from years ago. The expectation someone pressed into your hands that was never yours to fulfill. The image of yourself that you outgrew long ago but keep carrying out of habit. These deserve to be left by the road. Not with anger, not even with ceremony. Just quietly, the way you leave a coat behind when the season changes. You do not mourn the coat. You are simply warm enough without it. But the rest of it, the weight that comes with caring deeply, with showing up faithfully, with building something that will outlast your effort, carry that with your whole heart. There is a kind of strength that only comes from bearing what matters. Your muscles, both physical and spiritual, were made for this. They grow not in ease, but in honest effort. Have you noticed how the most alive people you know are rarely the most comfortable? They are tangled up in projects and people and questions that cost them sleep. They worry. They stretch. They feel the ache of things left unfinished. And yet there is a brightness to them, a warmth that draws others near. They glow with purpose the way a lantern glows, not despite the flame inside it, but because of it. I want you to consider, too, the particular gladness of shared weight. A table is easier when two people carry it, not because the table has changed, but because the labor has become a kind of conversation. This is what it means to love well. Not to remove difficulty from another person's life, but to place your hands beside theirs and lift together. If someone has done this for you, you know exactly what I mean. If you have done this for someone else, you know it even better. The joy of being useful, truly useful, to another human being is one of the deepest pleasures available to us. It costs something. It always costs something. That is precisely what makes it valuable. There will be days, I should warn you, when the weight feels like nothing but weight. When the purpose behind it fades from view and all you can feel is the strain in your arms. These days are real, and I will not insult you by telling you to smile through them. But I will tell you this: even bread dough must rest before it rises. Even the strongest arms must set their load down for an hour. Rest is not the same as surrender. Taking a long breath is not the same as giving up. You are allowed to sit on the ground, press your back against a tree, close your eyes, and simply be tired for a while. The weight will wait for you. It is patient because it is yours. What I want most for you, my friend, is a life in which you carry much and carry it willingly. Not because suffering is noble, but because fullness is. An empty hand is free, yes, but it is also empty. A hand that holds something it chose, something warm and meaningful, and perhaps a little inconvenient. That hand is doing exactly what hands were made to do. We are funny creatures, you and I. We spend half our time trying to escape what weighs on us, and the other half searching desperately for something worth its weight. The gardener complains about the labor and plants twice as many seeds the following spring. The parent falls asleep mid-sentence and wakes reaching for the child. The friend says, "I simply do not have time for this," and then gives an entire afternoon without being asked. We love what costs us something. This is not a flaw in our nature. It may be the finest thing about us. So do not pray for a lighter load. Pray instead for the wisdom to know what is worth carrying and the strength to carry it with grace. Let the unnecessary fall away, gently, as it always does, like leaves when autumn comes. And hold close what remains. Hold it firmly, not because you must, but because you want to. Because this chosen weight, this beautiful, aching, luminous burden, is what it feels like to be fully alive. The morning is here. The world is warm. The day is asking something of you. Go now and carry it gladly.